Hello family, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. In today's video I'm going to share with you this stovetop lemon cake that is super soft and squishy and perfect for tea time. If you're new here, welcome and welcome back to Beyond Aroma of Kenya. Have you subscribed to my channel though? If you haven't, I'll give you a few seconds to do so you can support me to create more videos. Did you subscribe? Thank you, and let's get straight to today's video. I have my silver bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and quickly wipe it up, and then I'm going to go in with 2 tablespoons of butter, and then I'm going to add in another 4 tablespoons of avocado oil. You can use leftover cooking oil for this particular recipe, or you can even use 6 tablespoons of butter or margarine. Yeah. So for the butter or margarine, it's just 80 grams. Yeah, that's about 5.5 to 6 tablespoons. And then for the sugar, you're going to need 40 grams. That's just 3 tablespoons of sugar. And then now I'm going to go in with my hand mixer and mix this together well. You can use a whisk, but make sure if you're using butter, make sure you whisk this together properly to soften your butter. Even if you're using margarine, you need to do the same. Now this is the paste I have. So moving on, right here I have 2 eggs. Eggs at room temperature. Here again you can use a whisk. I'm now going to go ahead and transfer my eggs over here. So I actually feel like I need to adjust a little more sugar to this. I'm going to go in with 1 more tablespoon of sugar. I already added 3 tablespoons, but another tablespoon won't hurt. When you're mixing it, make sure that all the sugar dissolves in this mixture. Let me scrape the sides. And then right here I have a lemon, so I'm going to roll it on my surface here so I can release the juice in it. And actually I feel like you can just replace the lemon with some lemon powder. I feel like 2 tablespoons won't be that much. Yeah, you can go in with a tablespoon and then taste it, and then again add the next tablespoon in. And then I'll just squeeze it through my hands. Just make sure your hands are clean before you handle this, so I can strain the seeds. You can use a sieve. And then I'm going to go in with my hand mixer again. So moving on, right here I have a cup of all-purpose wheat flour, and then over here I have my baking powder. I'm going to go in with a tablespoon of it. I'll mix it together with my flour. As you can see, I used this plastic spoon. If you're using like a large spoon, kind of like this, a tablespoon will be fine. I'm going to go ahead and mix this together first. Then here I am with my egg mixture. I'm going to go ahead and shift my flour in. Use a sieve. A cup of flour is 16 tablespoons if you don't have a cup, / 85 grams. Okay, so I shifted half of the flour in. I feel like I need to go in with my spoon so I can get some room for the other flour that is remaining. But what I don't get is one. I don't know if my eggs were so tiny. Maybe I should have used 3 eggs. So what I'm going to do is to just shift the rest of this flour in. From the look of things, I feel like my butter is a little too thick, and yet I haven't like shifted all my flour in. Now I'll go in with a 1/4 cup of milk. That's like 4 tablespoons. So actually you can use buttermilk. Buttermilk is just a mixture of vinegar and milk, but then again we already have lemon in our mixture over here, so lemon is a replacement of vinegar in recipes. So I don't just see the need of buttermilk anymore. Let's just use regular whole milk. Let me go ahead and mix this up. I still have some moisture over here, but then it keeps sticking on my beater here. The consistency is not yet right, you guys. It's just not hit. I'm going to go in with another 4 tablespoons. So I feel like you're going to need half a cup of milk here. And then again, this, I feel like it depends with the size of eggs that you have. The eggs I used were tiny, and if you're using 4 eggs it will be okay, but then again here if you're using cake flour, then I feel like the texture will be different. You'll need 2 medium-sized eggs, and yeah, the rest of the recipe will just fall in place. So let me just mix this with half a cup of milk so I can see if the consistency is right. Yeah, you see, it's coming along well now. Okay, now the consistency is right. The sugar is okay. But then again, I want it to be a little more lemony, kind of. I can't feel the lemon in it. Let me go in with another piece of my lemon again. I'm now going to go ahead and mix this up again. I have my pan here. I'm going to go ahead and give it a whirl. And then to it, I'm going to go ahead and spread some oil. And use butter again. And then I'm going to go in with a baking pepper. I'm going to spread a little more oil on top. I used a regular pepper for this. I just folded it in half. Now I'm going to go in with my butter. You see the consistency, it's not runny, Yeah, I already did a cake recipe on my channel, marble mini cake. Yeah, that's one recipe that I trust the most because it never let me down. But here we are trying something new. And then I'm going to give it a shake so I can release the air bubbles in it. Now I'll transfer it to the stove. First I'm going to have a lid on top of it, and then we're going to use slow heat to bake this. I'm going to go ahead and fire up my stove, and then I'm going to go in with the heavy pan. There we go. And then you're going to preheat it until it's hot for 5 to 7 minutes, so it can gain enough heat before we go in with our mold. Okay, so I feel like it's preheated enough. I'm going to go ahead and balance my mold on these bottle tops here so that my mold doesn't get direct contact with my pan. I just want that it. And then you're going to bake this. I'm going to estimate it for 30 to 45 minutes. Let me switch the lid with a pot. So I'm going to be checking on it. If I see the side starting to brown, then I'm going to flip it up. Let me just cover it up again, and then I'll wait a few minutes. So I feel like it's the right time for me to turn this over. Let me just carry it here. Open up the lid. So I want to kind of like just slide it here to my board. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's pretty sleek, right? Now what I'm going to do is to flip this other side. So let me just do it really quick before it loses heat. My pan is a little dry. Let me go in with my oil again, and then I'll move it around. Let me just use a pepper. I'll quickly fire up my stove again. Just do this like this. And here we go. So for this other side, I don't know if I need this anymore. I'm going to remove this pepper now and add this back to my board. It goes back to the pan again. Perfect. Okay, now let's cook the next side. So this is how the first side look. I'm super excited right now. I'm really excited. Let me just cover it up, and then we cook it for the few minutes that are remaining here. The next side won't take so many minutes. 10 minutes or 15 minutes will be okay. It takes a little more time for me because I'm using a stove from the look of things, and then again I'm using low heat, and then the bottle tops again don't direct the heat straight to my pan. Okay, so let me check on this. I'm going to remove the upper part. It seems like the second side doesn't take that much time. And again, what I'm going to do is to make sure the inner part is dry. You're going to use a toothpick to test it. If it comes out clean, then it's done. Look at that. You see, it's coming out clean. So you see the lower part. I'll let it sit here, and then I'll let it cool. Okay, so I feel like my cake is cold enough, and here it is. This is how it looks. I love the outer cover of this, you guys. Let me go ahead and transfer it over here to my board. Remove the baking sheet. Whoa. Okay. That's how this cake looks. My god, my god, my god. I mean, I just love the way this knife just passes through, and you can just hear that sound, right? Oh. It's squishy too. Look at that. I didn't think this would work. Since I had to figure out how much milk I needed for it. Let's give this a test. This cake is so good. As you can see, it's very hairy, right? For this particular cake, you can go on top of it with some whipped cream if you want. But since it's a tea cake for me, I'm going to keep it very simple as it is. I love the fact that it is lemony enough. The outer cover is kind of crispy, and then the inner part is soft. You hear that? That's what I'm talking about. I hope you like this particular quick and easy lemon tea cake that you can try at home anytime that you want. And check out my marble cake recipe. It's on my channel. It's a step-by-step tutorial that I did a few months ago, maybe a year. But check it out. It's a good recipe, and it's a stovetop recipe. I actually have another red velvet cake recipe on my channel. I know you're going to love that too. So I'm going to link one down below, and then if you click on that one, and then it will bring the other one below it. How cool is that? Okay, check out the description box if you're watching this, so you can get to check out the other video that I'm talking about. Thank you for watching, and kindly subscribe to my channel to support me to create more videos. Go ahead and browse my playlist that I created on my channel. I know you're going to love a bunch of videos in there, and thanks for watching again, and see you in my next video. Bye.